Hello and welcome to more Jak and Daxter No LTS tournament sponsored by the Urban Arts Partnership, helping low-income kids make it to high-quality education. I'm here with Stellar.
That's me.
That's Stellar, and we're gonna see Trotz race against Tombo. The first match of today, first of three.
Another triple header.
And we're pretty excited to see this matchup. Trotz, slightly a favorite here with a 7.5 minute lead in PBs. But as I have famously now said a billion times, as if that means anything.
Right, I thought you were gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna say it could be a close race. I thought we were gonna start with that again, but I'm glad that we're leaving that one behind. We'll just pretend I didn't say anything.
Yeah. What I've been doing lately is like there's a massive gap in PBs, and then I just say like he has a 5 minutes better PB, but something can happen.
It could be a close race. Right. Well, without further ado, are we ready?
Started.
Oh, countdown's already happened.
Oh.
I think momentarily we should be any second now. Suspense.
Oh,
there we go. Sorry. Genuine excitement there from me.
So as you see, Tombo is unfortunately playing on 16/9. So even if he does get a better time, I believe he is disqualified.
Yeah, let me just put up the rules. Yes, and he also has to donate to Urban Arts Partnership and also double the prize pool. It says here in fine print at the bottom. So yeah, I hope he has a good job.
Alright. Guys rock. You've seen it a billion times by now. I believe this is indeed the 500 millionth race.
Yeah, that's about, that adds up. Did Trotz do the cell cutscene skill? It's not all that surprising. I think Trotz is just about out of the range where you could expect to maybe see it in runs.
I still do it, but then again...
Well, yeah, you were the one who, well... found it is the word, but made it viable.
We got some bits to Tombo.
Well, I guess he needs it. He'll need it if he finishes his run in 16/9, as we discussed. So
Trotz sleeping with about a 118. Tombo gonna be getting a 130.
Trotz was fairly reasonable. Tombo had a bit of a scuffed one, but Geyser Rock is often the worst. Well, maybe not the worst bit in the run, but it's often not great in a race because yeah.
Indeed.
I'm usually shaking like I'm still at the North Pole when I do my Geyser starts. So
it used to be, for some reason, like falling down that waterfall was like a genuine phobia people had, but I think
I still have it. Like genuinely, I do my absolute best every time I get there when it matters. I like put all my brain power into just not roll jumping down that waterfall. So it's never happened to me in a race yet. Actually, that could be a load of rubbish, but unless somebody proves me wrong, then I'm just gonna act like that is true. But yeah, not much going on in Turnover. Trotz does have, of course, a sizable lead, and we will hope that Fish is kinder to Tombo.
Tombo's bombus.
Oh. Because the terrain is not being kind to him.
Oh, what is... That is some angular roll jumping.
He's bonking on every hitbox in this game. But hey, I mean, again,
gotta get the bonks out early.
Yeah. How many orbs is Tombo on? 31. Pretty normal. 32. Wow. Exceptionally average orb count.
one of the most average orb counts I've seen recently.
Yeah, this run is incredibly average. That's all we can say about it in the orb count.
In the orb count territory. We've seen some average results.
Yep, well, I hope we see an above average fish, as mentioned. And I hope Trotz gets, well, a terrible one, to put it bluntly. So we, want to see a closer race, if possible. But fish does not always cooperate. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at Tombo's and I was like, where is Jak and the fishing net? Because, there's no black bars, whereas normally there would be. That freaked me out for a second.
Shocking. Trotz
behavior.
Trotz having some eelage.
Yeah, it's known to happen in fish.
Although he is having some yellowage as well. Are those yellow or gold?
I don't think anyone's called them yellow, so that's
I always
unlucky
call
for
them
you.
Always call them yellow because they're yellow.
Well, you are Finnish, so I think, yeah, unfortunately, well, not for him. Trotz is having a reasonable fish. Maybe I spoke too soon. No, on 41 into eels, it's definitely good.
Pretty much average. Definitely as average as the orb counts we have been seeing so far.
Yep. Tombo is not having that. It's definitely below average so far. Definitely plenty of time for it to pick up, but it doesn't look like it's going to do that. So yeah, 162 out of eels for Trotz. That's definitely reasonable. And I swear, every race I've commentated for this, which is this the third one now? I think every time the person with the better PB has had the better fish. So
Tombo with a better out of eels though.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Oh, he already picked up out of nowhere. I have no idea like how fast Trotz finished there. I think Tombo had a better fish actually. I think if I'd had to guess. It's hard to say because Trotz was a ways ahead before fish and he still is a ways ahead now. But...
So realistically, the remainder of this, if there's no unfortunate temple deaths, I'll probably see some mistakes in Misty. Oh, Tom
Oh,
insane swag.
some incredible swag right there.
Yeah, there's not a huge mistake you can make in FJ, so this difference will probably differ by a few seconds at most.
You know the amazing swag you can do there in I think it's no FCS? Where you Trotz has already gone past it, but what Tombo's about to do, go up the river and grab the eco, because you don't get fish with it in no FCS. Wait, do you? I don't even, no, I think you do, but anyway. You can like grab the eco, yeah, you grab like the eco on the right side of the bank, and then get a rocket over to the eco on the left side, because you need both of them. It's incredibly swag, and I think I've done it once in my life. You know, in 23 years I've done it once. So expect me to get it again by the age of 46.
Are you 23?
No, I just pulled that out of my ass.
I guess you would be, huh? So age
Yeah, no, I am.
increase by one like every year.
Yeah, that's obvious. Anyway, I don't think Trotz has had any mishaps so far.
Speaking of 23-year-olds, Trotz is currently doing alright.
He's not
See
20,
what
really?
He is.
Really?
Yeah.
Surely not.
Yes, he is.
I thought he was like 15 or something.
What are you on about?
I mean, oh
it's on
no, it's on the
temple.
Well, you cursed that because you said about deaths. Oh, okay, I thought he was gonna die again. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen Trotz. You know, I've only heard his voice, so yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I'm just saying, you know, you got to make a judgment about how old somebody is just based on their
Dude,
voice.
he's 23. That's confirmed as of literally today.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. I will remember that, I guess.
Okay, moving forwards.
Where's Tombo going? Oh, okay. He like he's strangely was like heading backwards there.
Plant boss.
That is the name of this boss, yeah.
Done my research.
You would have thought. Wait, who even came up with that name? Is that the name of the boss, like in the game files or something, or is that legitimately what we as a community came up with?
It's the dark eco plant, is what it's called. No, it's not. Is it? I have no idea. I will check.
So we couldn't have called it like Dep, Dark Eco Plant, Dep.
Defeat the dark eco plant. Yes,
Yo,
it is called the dark eco plant.
Yeah,
Oh, I was correct in
there
saying
you go. DEP, Dep, Johnny Depp. This plant boss is now named
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. There you go. We go into the Forbidden Jungle Temple to fight Jack Sparrow. I'm serious about that. I'm gonna call it that from now on. Because that's way better than Plant Boss.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
The best thing about that is people are gonna be like, why Jack Sparrow? Because they're gonna have absolutely no idea. Why the hell?
Don't explain it, and I'm also gonna call it that.
I'll just go back and clip this and just post it and just leave it. Anyway, Misty Island.
One of the most famous islands in the game.
Yeah. I mean, there's only two. One, and the other one isn't an island, but... yeah. I guess you are right. Anyway, Trotz is doing his best to try.
Okay. Tombo also making his way to Misty.
Yep.
Alright. Flash it. Professional stream.
Why is it always around this point? That
I know. I know.
Something about mist.
Oh, no.
Tombo.
Speaking of mist.
He missed the. I was gonna say the eel. That's not an eel. That's definitely a muse. Oh, very amusing. Anyway, Tombo, no, Trotz, or both of them, they're doing their best to set up some fire cycles here. I don't think Tombo he'll do Death Cycle because he missed views. So,
Yes.
I mean, he'd be a real Chad if he went for the normal cycle with that mishap.
Yeah, I think he definitely did not go all that much right there. So he's going for Death Cycle.
Yep. Trotz is obviously, he didn't die, so he's not going for Death Cycle. He's going for the normal one.
Death Cycle named after the death you do to make the cycle restart.
I thought you were going to be like, named after the guy who found it. Death.
Yeah, he couldn't hear anything, so it's called Death Cycle.
Oh, there you go. So, the idea behind the setting up these cycles is to get those first two Zeppelins to overlap, like literally clip inside each other, and Trotz unfortunately didn't pull that off, so they were spaced kind of awkwardly, and he didn't manage to grab the second one, which is a bit of time loss.
Let's see what Tombo does here. I would assume he's gonna shoot. Yeah, there you go.
I'll bet you those 100 bits he got that he, yeah.
Trotz gonna have to do some maneuvering. Also,
Yep.
he's waiting, which.
Is he gonna grab some orbs while he waits? That's the real gamer move. No one does. No, not enough people do that. I mean, it's only like 2 orbs, but what else are you gonna do? Just sit there twirling your thumbs? Yeah.
Tombo probably now within a minute, if he wasn't already.
He's gonna lose time just from doing Death Cycle though. Even if he successfully does it, but so far it's not going fantastic. Well, he gets 1 out of the first two, same as Trotz. But I think I think he might lose less time than Trotz, because he missed the first one in Death Cycle, which is a bit different. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I said it, Rhoda, okay. Not enough people know what to do when you mess up.
Backups.
Yeah.
That's how you're good at the game when you
I've been preaching. Oh. I like how he gave us that like action camera
and
angle to show.
Speaking of backups, he doesn't know the fast one.
I mean, that fast one is usually slower because it's a pain in the ass.
No, it's not.
I mean, I do it. I'm just trying to, you know, be the opposite of modest, I guess.
Tombo is currently
Yeah, so actually it looks like he just missed the Zeppelin, so he's losing even more time than Trotz to this, which is unfortunate. So 14:28 boat for Trotz, which is, you know, definitely, well, to use the word from previous, average, really. Just not a very special run.
Yeah, like a 1340X is like a very good Misty. If you're splitting at boat, if you're splitting at the cell, then it's just okay.
Yeah. But I mean, Tomo definitely has lost time through Misty. There's no way he hasn't. Quite a bit, I think, with the Muse and the cycle mishaps. But Misty is a big tripping point, so you know, it's to be expected. To be honest, you know, I don't know if I wouldn't say nobody has had a clean Misty in this tournament because I don't know that, but I'd wager that next to nobody has had what you would call a clean Misty in this tournament.
Yeah. Misty's a major reset point, like, no matter what skill level, because your standards rise and you'll just make the tiniest mistake and that's that.
Yeah, I mean, that's one reason why people don't know, like, backups like grabbing those extra orbs while you're waiting for the Zeppelin to come down is obviously because if you fail to hit the Zeppelin in the first place, you would have just reset anyway, so... I mean, that's kind of the point, though, is that all of these backups, you wouldn't need them in a run. But this is a tournament, and you need to prep your backups. One of Tombo knows that you can't ledge grab. He doesn't know.
He realizes that very fast, though.
You can actually ledge grab there, but you have to do it right on the right next to the right next to the dock, I think. But either way, you can't do it like right in the middle where you would try to do it, which is exactly what he tried.
Trotz with very good seagulls. Seagulls being the type of bird you scare away.
Oh, thank you. Good boy now.
Pelican, another type of bird. Very much the bird kind.
You know, I've just thought, you know, feel free to cut me off if you think of anything remotely more interesting than this, but there are seagulls, right? Daxter definitely calls them seagulls, but does anyone ever mention the pelican by name? I think so. Right?
That something stole our power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt. But I don't know if he says that pelican just stole our power cell. There's a game hint where Daxter talks about that.
Yeah, that's something still. Yeah, it's one of the quotes in this game I actually don't know off by heart. That's a sad reality I'll just have to live with, I guess. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, are seagulls the only like thing from this universe to say like that it's the same as real life? I mean, I'm on a weird tangent here. Anyway, Tombo. I keep on saying Tombo when I mean Trotz, and it doesn't help that both their names start with T. But I guess Tombo is not having great birds.
I was trying to find the quote and somehow got pulled into a Kingdom Hearts fan wiki where they go to Jak and Daxter world. That's not what I wanted.
Wasn't surprised. Daxter does say pelican. Well, we'll trust the chat.
Yeah.
And that means there are 2 creatures then. Well,
Rats.
yeah, I
Shoot
guess
all
there's...
of them rats.
There's... Yeah, okay, Okay, so basically my point is completely invalid then, right?
Tombo has 216 orbs here. He could buy Sandover.
He could buy out the mayor several times over. But yeah, I mean, not all that much happens in Sentinel for the most part, so it's...
Might as well talk about animals.
Yeah.
And the Kung Fu Panda trilogy.
Oh no.
What is that? I don't know what Tombo just did.
Yeah, I think he just roll jumped on the rope and just said no. One of the very common instances where the game says no.
Trotz with a 1926 cell here. Pretty alright.
I have no idea how good that is.
A good one is like low 1840s. Returning as a muse, which we caught back in Misty Island.
Or the eel, as has been called.
Fan dubbed the eel.
Fan dubs the eel.
Tombo talking to the bird lady with the binoculars that are ridiculously oversized.
Oh. I don't know why. I just did a Jackie Fong impression there. Never done that in my life before.
Oh, what is Trotz doing? Some interesting...
That was like some cool, like, I don't know, freestyle. I don't know.
Oh, Jack gameplay.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you're not aware, we had our first ever full game pass of this game released
that's
last week.
What I was thinking about.
And in the task, because it has to waste some time while a level loads, it like does a ledge grab and then like lets go of the ledge and then grabs it again. And for some reason, Trotz doing that, even though he didn't grab it again, reminded me of that. So.
Yeah, it definitely did remind me as well.
But I wasn't paying attention to Trotz's orb count, but he's obviously fine because
he's got 243 here because he went for the both.
Tombo's going out of his way a little bit to grab these orbs, but he's checking out. He doesn't need these.
He's gonna do like a super boosted directly to the Oracle.
You think?
Yeah, I'd wager.
How much?
$6,000.
All right, deal.
Watch him pull that out.
That doesn't even do a super boost, it just teleports there.
Appears in Oracle.
Appears in Final Boss.
Starts playing as the Oracle.
I mean,
that's a spin-off I like to play.
It is about time Tombo did show us all the ace that he's obviously been working on.
Now be careful. The shield will only protect you.
does a scuff toe button. Alright. Pull out the cold execution.
Yep.
Hit 500 degrees and
yeah, so he's got loads of orbs.
Over, like burning molten metal.
Finally deciding to skip some. That's an interesting one. Ooh.
Freestyle gameplay.
Someone put a banana peel on the bridge there. Speaking of banana peels, Trotz is about to go full Mario Kart in Fire Canyon.
The fun fact about Fire Canyon, and there are none, actually.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, I can't think of anything fun about this level.
One almost fun thing is that even though you drive a long time here with this singular Blue Eco, having 2 Blue Eco is not faster, so it's not faster to do a loop. Around that first event, it's slower by like a full second-ish by the end of Fire Canyon, which is unfortunate indeed.
Damn, that is a seriously fun fact.
That's how I make all my friends.
Okay, well, Tombo, wrapping up Sandover Village, just grabbed his 30th power cell, and he's well over orbs. He's also
he's
waiting.
Scared of bonking. He's scared of tripping after spending like 6 minutes inside it.
Yeah, if you do if you mess up your movement, if it's just weird in any way, can deload. It can. Fire Canyon should already be loaded when you get there, but it can deload if you do something sus.
Yeah, I think it's got mostly to do with that last pillar and how you get to that.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one.
Trotz here, really taking his time with the pause menu. I said that in a very condescending way, but it was just like clearly you didn't want to press the wrong
I
button.
mean, since when have we apologized for being condescending?
True. So Trotz is currently on a terrible run.
Yeah, shocking pace. I mean, realistically though, I think he's, other than, what even happened? Oh yeah, Misty being a bit pear-shaped.
Like
Hasn't been too
probably
bad.
high 57 pace, assuming he finishes with his regular gameplay. Which obviously, considering all the things that we know about Trotz, how he's 15 and all that,
Yeah,
I can't really expect him to play that well. He's probably got like elementary school to worry about.
yeah, it's a lot of pressure for a kid of his age. Big tournament like this.
Yep.
But Tombo, on the other hand, you know, a much older veteran.
99 years old.
Yeah. Almost a centurion. Is that the right word?
Almost Guitar's age. I think centennial.
Yeah, just barely Guitar's junior. Guitar, of course, being the grandfather of the Jak community. Any low-res cooties in the chat?
We should probably explain Blue Sage. We always do that anyway. So you pause buffer this button, you save load, it leaves the cutscene in a bubble, and then we have to pause buffer again to avoid it, and then when we're going to LPC we also turn our cutscene to avoid it. Now you know everything about Blue Sage cutscenes.
Yeah, basically. The portal cutscenes, yeah, just in general, the portal cutscenes in this game, you activate them, and it's not like hitting the button just triggers the cutscene, it's like the button creates a... Yeah, it creates, well, we call it a bubble. I don't think it has a shape of a bubble, but it's just some weird... Oh, bubble, yeah. It just sort of creates this weird bubble around the portal, where if Jak, or if the camera is in that bubble, then the cutscene plays. So that's why normally, if you're stood there and you hit the button, the cutscene plays. But if you manage to get out of the bubble immediately, then it won't play. And that's why we, get the game to pause as the trigger happens, and then get ourselves out of there.
Indeed.
I think Trotz got one cycle, did he? Didn't he?
He did.
Juicy.
Bring me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
I think we've definitely seen a few one cycles already, I think. Definitely.
One cycle is like one of those things that you're kind of... It's not like, I'm gonna go for one cycle. Like, you're always kind of going for one cycle if you're doing plans. But it's pretty difficult, honestly.
I'd say it's, it definitely... Oh.
What are you doing?
Okay, lucky he doesn't fall down a long way, though. But yeah, Tombo having some sketchy moments here. But yeah, one cycle really does take longer than you think to, like, be really consistent at it. Like, you can get it reasonably often after not, like, too long. Like, running this game. You know, it's not like it's going to happen immediately, but it's not too soon after you start that you might get your first one cycle. But being able to just always get one cycle, like, being able to deal with little problems,
Because you need to understand that, you know, you're not going to do the same thing identically every time. So it's like, oh, I think I missed that plan. I better take this turn very slightly wider to get to that.
Like, right there, Tombo didn't realise that he cut that too... Yeah, he cut it a little bit too shallow. And it's obviously easy for me to see as a spectator, but I saw that he missed the plan as soon as he drew past.
Yeah, you can see the little green flashes when you hit a plan, and you get used to seeing them, so you get used to seeing when it doesn't happen as well. Yeah,
you sort of like can see them shrivel as well as soon as you hit them.
So there's some plant lore. There's also a very theoretical miracle skip for that.
Yep.
So it would save in 9 seconds over one cycle the way that it's been done off of a save state on emulator. Fully possible on console, just ridiculously difficult.
I'll do it tomorrow then. But yeah, Tombo is... Yeah, he's got enough orbs, just about.
And now they're
Trotz.
both free of, like, intense orb collection.
Yes, intense orbage has been left behind. That didn't make any sense, but
Yep.
you got the point. Larry, not in an ideal spot for Trotz.
I just love... I just love the way that jumped from, like, intense orbage has been left behind. Larry.
I'm the master of transitions. That's what they call me.
I don't know if this has been explained, but for some reason, that flying lurker is called Larry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I sort of assumed that was obvious, but yeah. It's Larry, then there's Larry Jr.
Yeah, Larry Jr.'s in the first big room.
And what's the third one?
James. Earl Jones.
James. Jack Sparrow. There we go. It's another Jack Sparrow.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah. So Tombo turning his camera a bit there to avoid the bubble we mentioned earlier. It's a weird thing you have to do on the way to LPC just because the bubble is still there.
Speaking of weird things you do on the way to LPC, we have elevator skip, jumping twice and spinning at a precise time.
Yes.
Precise time.
That word.
You're basically dying to a Rock Village failsafe death plane, but it's spawning you in LPC. Awesome.
Yeah, so like obviously you're not supposed to be able to die you're not supposed to be able to die in a void in Rock Village because it's basically just water. So you should get eaten before you find yourself in a void, but if you do, the void obviously has a method of killing you. If you go out of bounds, obviously you'll die as well, going into the void. And yeah, you just time it so that you die to that void in Rock Village before it gets deloaded. Because if you wait too long, then you won't die at all, and because that death plane will be removed, obviously, so that you can descend into this level.
And if you do too early, you get
if you do it
villaged, where you're still like in Rock Village instead of in LPC. So you're at the Rock Village death plane, and it's putting you in a Rock Village checkpoint.
Yeah, because the whole point is you're trying to die as late as possible, so that while you are dying, it updates your checkpoint to LPC. Whereas if you die too early, then you'll die and you'll finish dying before it has a chance to load out. Well, I know it was load it, but change your checkpoint.
By the way, Trotz just had a really gosh darn good LPC.
Yeah, I don't think there was really anything to speak of there, which is good because we didn't mention it. So
we're just mostly talking about Larry's and
I don't know, some Citadel lore. We're all about the lore in this run.
So Trotz is indeed still on definite 57 pace.
Definite world record pace.
Because I don't think his PB even has the new Augie, which is indeed a 12 seconds time save.
Well, depends what you're comparing it against.
Yeah.
Because realistically, because both of the new routes were found on like pretty much the same day, it's realistically a 20-second time save because no one really did the on-foot route that was new. Yeah. So it's really, it's like a 20-second time save over what most people have in their PB if they haven't done it already.
And there's also another 5-second time saver that you can add to that, but it's a ridiculously, realistically unexplored checkpoint skip where you just have to land on a very strange standpoint on a pole. It's a whole thing.
Yep. Pretty neat.
So
but just
the Trotz gonna go clip into
He's trying to do an uppercut here into the water plane below.
Very slightly up.
Oh, did he grab the checkpoint, or is he gonna have to? No, he's gonna have to. Yeah, in my race runs, I grab the checkpoint because I'm afraid of that happening.
I don't think he's on 57 pace anymore.
Nah, dude, pull out the tree hops, Citadel hops, every kind of hops.
The Tombo obviously catching up.
Tombo with those slide hops.
We'll see if
Bang.
Trotz gets the hop. Oh no! He didn't grab the checkpoint again.
He definitely should. I don't know how many people know exactly where this checkpoint is because it is a bit
Yeah.
scuffed. Normally, you're not supposed to go backwards through bogey like this, so you don't actually hit the checkpoint because you have to go through it from the other direction.
Oh no, he's taking damage here too.
Well, he has the lead, so he can afford to do this.
If he dies in the next room here, it's gonna be pretty bad. Oh,
Okay.
he's just opting to do this.
Interesting. So now he's going for
He's going
the
for old.
old route, yeah, which would lose him 20 seconds over the new one, but obviously more because he's failed the new one twice.
Yeah, that's honestly like probably Tombo just caught up by like a minute there.
Well, I mean, we'll see how well it goes for Tombo.
Yeah.
But I mean, I kind of suspect that Tombo won't be doing the new route,
Yeah.
so he has that advantage because he might, you know, he should be maybe more confident on the old route than maybe Trotz is with the new one. But yeah, no, bogey is certainly a rough level nowadays. It's never been easy, but it's definitely got harder. A lot harder recently.
Oh, Trotz started shooting me.
Yeah, he's got it in his mind that he's doing the new route, but actually he's doing the old one.
Oh,
Yo.
that was sick.
Yo, that was optimal. Except it probably wasn't, but it looked cool.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they're well into being in the same level here, which was not the case earlier. They were barely in LPC at the same time.
Yeah, Trotz really building his lead over the starter hub too, but definitely having a unfortunate. Okay, just about had enough eco there.
There's like 5 frames of yellow eco left.
Yeah, I counted. That was 5.
Yeah, it just really felt like 8 centiseconds to me.
Who? What? Who? What? Sorry, you just malfunctioned my mouth there. Deci? What are you saying?
Centiseconds. It is 100th of a second.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, but nobody says that who is under the age of 1,000.
Oh, I have Tombo here. Playing
So
safe.
Tombo's doing the old route, but obviously doesn't seem as confident with it as Flu was, but he does have the advantage of not failing
Why
it.
did he not spin? Where was the spinach?
He's getting the spinach. Anyway, Tombo grabbing a checkpoint there.
No.
Oh no, you hate to see it. Went too early. Couldn't punch because he still had yellow eco.
Still had a lack of spinach.
He just like walked off the edge and did some like karate
Trotz
moves
is
there.
really throwing this whole 57 thing out the window. He's really pushing this home here.
Dude, Tombo not spinning is giving me anxiety. I don't know why he's not spinning.
He's got a broken circle.
Dude, imagine if he actually did though. I would immediately grant him the title of winner of this tournament. For doing this much with a broken circle button.
That's honestly like kind of ballsy from Trotz to do. He just wasted another like 25 seconds. I mean, he's
I mean, you have to wonder if he's like aware, if he's like watching the
Pretty
the
sure
race.
they're in a call.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he would know. He will know then if that's the case. But yeah, Trotz entering bogey as Tombo is leaving it, but Trotz is ahead. So you know, that's how weird this game is.
Yeah, Trotz is still like well over 2 minutes ahead, so it's
Yeah.
not like a
Yeah,
huge
it's,
deal.
as rough as his bogey was, Tombo is having an equally rough time.
Tombo had a far rougher LPC, as well as
Yeah.
the one cycle and all that.
Yeah, that one cycle's definitely killed his whole run, I'd say. Or lack thereof. That was a long load for Trotz there. Had me scared. So yeah, I mean, well, just to randomly touch on that, actually, when you do that, what's called an idle deload, I mean, it's probably been mentioned 100 times already, but that way we skip past Claw by standing still in Bogey Swamp for 30 seconds, and then the game disappears and then reappears and you're in Mountain Pass.
You suddenly lose your copy of Jak and Daxter.
Yeah, it just vanishes, and then some alien just reaches down and is like, "Here you go, have this, have this save file I made," and it's in Mountain Pass. Anyway, the
Trotz?
tree hoppers.
No.
No, okay, that's a bad bounce. That was, I mean, better. Yo, a second try? Okay. You can actually go for it twice if you keep your eco, but obviously if he failed it the second time, then he would lose the race. But yeah, that was an attempt at tree hops. But I think we'll touch on that in a second. What I was trying to say is about the deload in Mountain Pass. You do have to wait. You sort of, the level disappears and you pause the game, and then you wait, and you have to wait for the level to load. Because if you die too soon, then it will just put you in, well, depending on when you die, either Rock Village or Boggy Swamp instead of Mountain Pass.
Yeah. On a fat PS2, it's like almost 5 seconds. On a 90K, it's just over 4, and on a PS4 or 5, I think it's about 2
Like
seconds.
two or something, yeah. Is on PS3? It's probably like -5 seconds, right?
No, PS3 has long, goddamn loads.
No, it doesn't. I thought PS3 has like really fast level loads, but it
No,
but it like takes 10 years to load a save file or something.
I don't know.
Because you know, like the debug any percent world record is on
Yeah.
PS3 because it like loads
Yeah, you're right.
everything so fast. Everything that
Awesome.
matters anyway.
Trotz having some trouble there with backwards, so getting a third try.
Third try backward cell is definitely not horrendous. It's a trick that, you know, you just sometimes lose the ability to do.
Yeah, it's the aliens again.
Yeah, but you know, eventually they will come back and
The aliens.
they reach down and they pull you up just at the right
Awesome.
time. Thank God for the aliens, man. If we ever do a Jak 3 tournament, we'll actually get to see them in person.
Exactly.
See, we're tying it into the lore again. It's very themed, this race so far. And we haven't even mentioned Kung Fu Panda more than once. Well, I guess I just did.
The Jak community also has aliens among it because there are people who claim to like BTR and Jak 3 Tombo. What?
I was looking at Trotz. Did he just drive off the edge?
He missed the Skyfly and then just like went in like a complete systematic shock.
His PS2 just blue screen.
He's just spun around once and drove off. That was the stupidest thing I've seen in my life.
I mean, missing that scalp fly is a real pain because you have to just do some cringe turnaround, and okay, he's making sure he didn't miss it that time. But yeah, funny that he just decided to, commit the death. He just said, "No, I'm gonna get this scalp fly the correct way, or not at all."
So now with that, Tombo is 3 minutes behind Trotz before even going to Spider Cave, and Trotz is obviously having a very decent Spider Cave so far, so it's looking like they might not even meet on the final boss platform, but we'll see.
Never say never.
Johnny or Jack Sparrow never said never, so we shouldn't either.
Isn't it Justin Bieber who said that?
I think so. Wasn't he?
I mean, I'm sure he wasn't the first person to ever say it. But I don't know.
I think Justin Bieber was the actor for Jack Sparrow.
You
I
think?
believe. Yeah, it might be slightly
Yeah, I
off.
think you might have your movies mixed up there, just a bit. Has he ever been in a movie, Justin Bieber?
I don't know. I can get this information in quick. Justin Bieber.
Oh, dude.
filmography.
Trotz just got sniped. I've never seen anybody get hit by the spider there. That was interesting.
Zoolander? What is Zoolander?
It's a movie.
Yeah, he's in Zoolander.
Is he?
Featuring Will Ferrell, Ben Stiller, Penelope Cruz.
I don't know why I sound so surprised. I've never seen that movie. But
Justin Bieber.
interesting.
He is Justin Bieber in that movie.
Okay. Again, was watching Trotz, but I think Tombo, did he get back himself fairly quickly? I think he did.
Perhaps.
I don't think he struggled with it too much. That's something we have seen runners struggle with. Oh, Tombo. Yo, the clutch ledge grab there. If he had died there, that looks so deliberate, honestly.
Yeah, that reminded me of that one.
Oh, the bonk.
Reminded me of that one Jack clip from Bob Hillary Puff. So funny.
Yeah, I know which one. But anyway, yeah. Red Sage works in a similar way, but different way to Blue Sage in that we are...
What is he doing?
Did he just do it again?
Yeah, he did the same roll jump. Oh my god,
no.
this is woeful.
Yeah, Tombo not having the greatest race of his career, but I mean,
Trotz died.
that loses like nothing.
Yeah. Oh.
No. So yeah, it's in a similar fashion to Blue Sage. We're activating the button, which produces this bubble around the hut. That if your camera goes in it, you watch the cutscene. The only difference is here, the cutscene bubble is a lot larger. Yeah, I don't know if it is larger, but
Everything's more around the hut.
yes, everything's more compact in a crater. So
Let's
there we
call
go.
it the blue hub.
The blue hub. I mean that makes sense. Why don't we call it that?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. It's Plant Boss is now Jack Sparrow and
TomboD99.
no. Anyway, yeah. So if you save and load like you would with Blue Sage, you would be put too close to the hut and would be immediately put into the bubble, and so would watch the cutscene. So we have to do something different, which is pause buffer and then hit the button. And if you don't know, pause buffering effectively makes you immune to cutscenes for 2.5 seconds, with some exceptions. And you use that time to die, and then when you unpause, the cutscene plays, but cutscenes can't play when you're dead, really. So it just skips it pretty much.
Okay, Tombo doing an interesting.
He's putting out all the swag today.
To the first spider web. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That's not all that uncommon. I think because the other one's so awkward, I think people have been opting to do that very safe one. Not me though.
Hey yo, is Tombo doing this without eco?
Please don't.
Of course not.
Okay. Yeah, he's doing the quad jump. You can make this jump he's about to do without eco, but it's
I prefer it that way myself.
yeah, it's not too bad if you practice it, but honestly,
Oh yeah, he does this whole thing.
I mean, this is... Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, the way Tombo's doing it, it skips him having to do probably the hardest trick in this level, which is so-called Robot Room Boosted. So he skips having to do that by doing this slower, much easier route.
But then he does this one.
Yeah, and then he tries to do a boost on the way back, but that one, you don't even need to do it.
Yeah,
It's just faster.
And it's also like, it bounces you off a lot off of that ledge without a ledge grab. Like, it's super annoying.
But yeah, I heard you giggle. Did Trotz almost get hit by a snowball or something?
No, I think I was giggling at Tombo almost just punching off a random thing again and just saving it with a ledge grab.
Alright. It seems to be the theme today's Tombo yeeting himself off an edge, but then catching himself on with a ledge grab.
Alright. Trotz gonna go to the biggest trick in the run. Missing this would lose him 40 seconds.
Minus
35.
40 seconds, yeah.
People have decided.
Oh.
I was talking about that earlier today. How for some reason people got such a false idea of how much that 2-frame rocket uppercut saves. Like people are like, oh yeah, I don't have that in my gold, so I could improve it by 15 seconds or something stupid.
Yeah, it's about half of that.
Trotz is definitely not on a PB pace.
Yeah, I mean this honestly hasn't been too bad outside of those huge hiccups for him, but I don't think
Boggy was huge, but
oh no, yeah, Buggy was huge. Yeah, no, there's no way this is PB pace.
and also the failed lava walk costing him like
A few minutes probably.
yeah, screw it, why not?
Yeah, we'll just make up stuff at this point.
He also went for
Basically,
tree hops. He lost a minute trying tree hops.
Yeah, because he failed the race, right? So obviously that being sarcasm, I want to clarify. I'm not actually that stupid.
Yeah, shout out to Liam though. You like fail something, he's like, well, there goes 15 seconds when he like box or something.
I mean, I feel like that.
Setting yourself up for a
That's literally what everybody does, though. I've tried to stop doing it, but like I feel like so many speedrunners, when they make a mistake, they try and calculate like how much they've lost, and they're nearly always wrong, though.
I don't think it's even that. I think it's literally just like you tell yourself like I'm gonna be plus 20, and then you're actually just like plus 3, and you're like, oh,
well,
nice.
Well, yeah, that's like they try and calculate like how much time they lost from making a mistake, and then they think to the end of the split how much is that's gonna put them behind, and they're like nearly always wrong. I know I always am.
Yeah.
Maybe I just suck, but like
Trotz is overworked massively after those vents. Probably didn't even.
I don't know.
Maybe one
Not
was
massively, but.
He's like, this run is terrible now.
Yeah. This orb count is beyond average. It is shockingly good. So yeah, he's doing just fine, or terribly, because of that extra orb count.
Tombo showing that spider what he's made of. Mostly water.
Yeah, fun fact, the human body is
70% water, I think.
Isn't that the Earth? No, wait. Okay, that's the Earth's surface, right? 70%? I hope that sounds right.
Up to 60% of the...
What do you mean, up to 60? How does it change? Oh, I guess tides, right? I was gonna say, how does it change? Like, what do you mean, up to... Well, I guess also the ice cap. Okay, I just sound like an idiot now, don't I? Anyway, back to Trotz. He's done a yeah. Gondola skip has been done, and Tombo entering the gondola soon afterwards. So yet again, they don't really shake hands and pass each other by. Really. Maybe Tombo can, I don't know, drop a stone on Trotz's head as he rides up the gondola.
Oh man. God, I wish I could just commentate these races all day.
I don't think I do. I think I have better things to do with my life. As much as I do enjoy a good Jak and Daxter race. I think I would run out of silly things to say after maybe 5 races. So let's just hope we never have 6 races in one day.
Yeah, I hope I don't have to race either.
Hey, I mean, I don't mind racing. Anyway.
I was just making a joke with the number 6, but we'll move on swiftly because Lava Tube is approaching.
Oh, I get it.
Approaching
yeah.
Lava Tube. That is indeed how locations work. The one going closer is approaching the one that is staying still.
Thank you.
Not vice versa. I've studied some mechanics. I know how this thing works.
Some mechanics. Whoa.
Just whenever you're doing mechanics, maths, just don't forget the cosine of theta. That's very important for everything ever.
So you can use them to keep the temperature down.
What?
And don't forget to activate the teleport.
It's all good.
Yellow saves his
Don't
life.
forget to activate the teleport gate, as Kira says. We're
Yeah,
gonna
but
do
okay,
that.
but
We got this,
6. What is sine squared plus cos squared?
Cos. You mean
Sorry for my
cosine?
overly British pronunciation of the word cosine.
I believe that would be 1, would it not?
It sounded like you were typing that in, but I'll take your word for it.
I was saying it as I was typing it to clarify, but I was just typing it in Google as I said it.
Alright, you get a passing grade.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's sine divided by tangent. No, sine divided by cosine is tangent.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Six, but something
Yeah,
exciting has actually happened.
I know what is happening. This is the most exciting thing of the history of Jak speedrunning, honestly. Trotz going for...
No, Tombo just got the 2-frame that saves over a minute,
Yeah.
supposedly.
I think Tombo's ahead now.
Oh, are we gonna see Orange's skip?
There you go. Oh, can he control this?
Yeah. Well, I don't know why. Yeah, we'll find out, I guess. I said it like he's already done it, but he's yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like you were celebrating it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's not the first time we've seen 6 eco.
Go off.
So what Trotz is doing is he's grabbing 6 eco to try this new ridiculously hard strat at the end of Lava Tube, which saves over 20 seconds, but it's never been done in a PB before. And he also opted to do Orange's skip, which you don't need to do, but it saves you a bit of pain trying to do Oranges when you're as fast as he is.
Moment of silence for the run that's about to not have this trick.
Shush. That was reasonably close.
Save load, please.
No, you blow up after a bit. So yeah, he wasn't a bad attempt, but he got stuck, which is what happens with most good attempts, to be honest.
Watch this
I mean,
cutscene. Oh, no,
Yeah, fail this, please.
no, that's not what I meant. I was
Reset the run, please.
I was like, watch this happen, is what I was like telling you.
So instead of being like, watch him do this skip, you're like, watch this cutscene that he in fact skips.
Watch this. I meant that as in like he's gonna.
Yo, what did Tombo just do? I swear he just did a single jump.
Yeah,
I might just be high, but
yeah, I would wager as much.
oh yeah, okay. But
Going to the worst boss in video game history. This boss is so
I mean,
bad.
Jack Sparrow's already been and gone, mate.
I'd rather have final boss be that than this. This is, I don't like this boss as like in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I don't think it's that bad. Just a hater, bro.
I am.
But yeah, anyway, Trotz did that he attempted the hops at the end of Lava Tube, didn't get it, but he still got the checkpoint at the end, which is nearly always what
He
happens.
also did 6 eco, so I don't think he like lost any time to that.
He definitely lost some, but not a lot.
Close to plus minus 0. I mean, having to watch that cutscene on foot is slow.
It's definitely worth going for. If you're good enough at getting to the end of Lava Tube with 6 eco, it's definitely worth attempting, because yeah, if you fail it, he failed it in about the slowest way you can fail it in, but if you fail it normally, where you just end up dying, then yeah, I'd say if anything it might even be faster than, or like even with just not doing it at all. So yeah,
I was having some trouble here.
it's getting onion cucked, as we like to call it.
Don't say onion in the GameStone quick chat.
That's true. Got in trouble for saying onion once. Fun fact, actually, Tombo got banned for saying onion in their chat. But that's a whole different can of worms.
Trotz went from having a run of some pace to getting a 59 here.
Didn't you just say Tombo?
Probably did.
Maybe I just heard Tombo.
You just want to hear Tombo.
Yeah,
All
I
you
mean,
wanna do is
yeah,
hear
he's
Tombo.
he's British as well. Yeah, I've had enough of these American voices in my head.
So yeah, about a 59-10 here for Trotz winning this.
Provided he doesn't,
Tombo really trying to die there.
provided Trotz doesn't, repeatedly dive into the bombs for the next,
Tom-
8
Tombo's-
minutes maybe.
Tombo's also gonna be like, honestly, compared to PBs, like Tombo probably had a better run here.
Yeah, I think.
Tombo's gonna be like within a minute.
But granted though, Trotz has, he went for Lava Walk, he went for Tree Hops, he went for the new Boggy Belt, GG,
There you go.
5909. And yeah, I mean that's like 2 minutes off his PB, so
Yep.
considering all the stuff he went for and the fact that most of his time loss was probably in one level, honestly a pretty solid run. But he didn't get the 2-frame in Snowy, so
Yeah, that's why I didn't PB. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
more or less. Maybe Mr. Norbin Geyser as well probably had a big effect.
Give me but a second.
One. God, I'm so funny.
So you can use them to keep the temperature down. And don't forget
Anyway,
to activate the teleport gate in the
let's see if Tombo go. I don't think Tombo will go for 6 eco, but you never know. I'm sure it's not something he's practiced. I don't think all that many people have practiced it. Maybe given it 1 or 2 tries, but he's definitely got other things to focus on before trying this ridiculously hard strat. But he could prove me wrong. Pause, champ. No, he's going for the rare 1 eco strat, which controversially loses time, but yeah, whatever floats your boat.
Is Tombo doing this with 1 eco?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately didn't slow down enough to grab this 2, because there's this weird mechanic in this game where you can only you cannot grab clusters of eco too close back to back when
It's
you're
like
on a zoom.
exactly a second.
Yes, it's exactly 1 second, like the cooldown. So
60 frames.
what happens there is we grab the first eco and then we try and slow down as much as possible, usually by sort of rubbing against the wall, and you just need to keep your hitbox overlapped with the blue eco by the time that 1 second cooldown wraps up to grab the second one. And yeah, Tombo didn't slow down enough. So yeah, rather leisurely stroll through Lava Tubis.
Yeah, slightly faster than you'd see like in 80% or no FCS or all flies or whatever.
Yeah, I think I commented on this maybe last race we commented, but I think other than NMS, isn't this the only category where you do it with more than 0 eco?
Warpus?
Okay, that doesn't count.
What do you mean?
Well, because I didn't think of it, that's why. But okay, so yeah, there's 3 categories where you do it with eco. 2 of them are practically identical, and then there's Orbus. So yeah, quite a few of the categories you don't even do Lava Tube at all with eco. So
Yeah.
look, listen, Zed. All right. Now we're just talking technical.
You could always go. You could have always taken eco.
Yeah, you could always have lost time. Yeah. Theoretically. Right. So Tombo, yeah, Tombo is only going to be, if this final boss goes well enough, he's going to be a little bit over a minute behind his PB. Which, when you compare that to Trotz, who's a bit over 2 minutes off, normally you expect the runner with the worst PB to be further away from their PB. It just sort of snowballs like that. The worse your PB, the further from it you will be.
Yeah,
usually.
the worse your average run is as well.
But then again, the worse your PB, the easier it is for you to PB. So,
I think Trotz got a single 1 frame, so we'll see if Tombo gets any.
if Tombo gets a single 1 frame, and he got the 2-frame. I mean, big time save.
Yeah, it was insane. You know what else is insane? Our sponsors at Urban Arts Partnership.
Yo, ain't that the truth?
Alright,
Exclamation point UAP in
here
the
we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this one frame. I digress.
Yeah, well, you know, you had a 50% chance of getting it right. Just unlucky, bad RNG. He's got one more chance though to blow our socks off.
I am actually wearing socks.
So am I. So I'm ready to have them blown off.
We're actually in the same
Loki just
commentating
glanced at
booth.
my own feet there, as if something was going to happen. Yo! They're off, dude. They're
I'm
off.
taking my socks off.
They're through the window. My socks are through the window.
I have officially taken off my socks.
I mean, I'm all for a joke, but I'm not. Come on, I'm not taking it that far. You have to go crazy and actually take your socks off. Can't be here commentating no socks.
I mean, am I gonna provide proof? Maybe.
Yo, twitter.com/sixsocks.
Alright, cut the stream. So Tom was gonna be getting a mid 105 here. Insane.
Oh, we're not cutting this. Okay, I thought we were cutting the stream. My bad. But yeah, jokes aside, Tombo is.
Stay fuzzy.
No, he's not on PB base, but he is. Yeah. It's, look,
Okay,
I just had a moment.
save the world.
He is.
Before I change
Yeah.
my mind.
I'm not going to say surprisingly close to his. I'm not going to say surprisingly close to his PB, because that would be a bit harsh. But you know, as I already said, you'd expect the faster runner to be closer to their PB. So Tombo having a good run, all things considered. It didn't look incredibly clean, but I'm sure he's capable of PBing if he puts some grind in
Yeah.
for a time that close. So yeah, GG. And I guess we'll get the
Gamers in you.
yes, and Tombo.
That was also Trotz's last match, confirming that he is going through here.
Oh, okay, nice. So does he finish? Assuming second.
Yo, what's
Yo.
up?
What's up, gamers?
Yo, you get a 1-frame final boss and have no idea what to do because I've never gotten one before.
Let's
Did you-
go.
Did you? I was popping off so much. Did you like fail, or you landed it? I think.
Yeah, I got the third one. I got the third one, but I just wasn't expecting it, so I was
Yeah, but
all
like,
over
what
the
did you
place.
do? Did you didn't die or anything? Yeah, you definitely didn't.
No, I just I wasn't like lined up to get the eco for the next phase. So
Right.
I had to like go back and stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I didn't see that because we were just popping off because you know we were saying that if you got the last one, it might be the greatest moment of Jak and Daxter history. So yeah,
And then I
you
got the
did.
worst eco spawn ever that just ate my gold.
GG
what you
Trotz,
hate to
though. There was a lot going on there, Trotz, especially in Boggy. You also
Bro.
went for Lava Walk, failed it. You also went for Tree Hops, failed it.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot there to unpack.
Yeah, you did some good stuff as well.
Citadel Hops.
Yeah, I went for the Citadel. Failed Citadel ops too.
You got
All the
orange
one
skin
frames
though. It's pretty
failed.
cool.
Yeah.
I got orange skip. That felt good.
Yeah, that was I was pogging IRL, I think is the term.
Dude, I went flying. I had to slow
did.
down so much.
I was
Yeah, you
worried
did.
that you were gonna overshoot the entire thing or land on a bomb.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, screw driving. Just do orange skip, but land at the end of lava tube.
Yeah, seriously.
I think we might have to look into that one. Anyway,
I was,
yeah, I mean,
I was
Sorry,
so
go
glad
ahead.
I was in a call with Trotz because I kept failing red sage skip, and he goes, "Dude, just take it slowly," and I did it, and I was just like, "Oh, man, cheers."
yeah, that's a fun. When you first do the trick, you think, oh god, I got 2.5 seconds, gotta get out the door. Oh god.
Yeah.
But then, when you do it a bit more, you realize you actually have more time than you think to like make
Yeah.
sure you get out of the door. And yeah, taking your time sometimes can be the difference for that trick. So yeah, it's cool that you had that live coaching
Yeah, I know, right?
from your opponent.
I'm just happy I didn't get a 114 again, like I did against
Yeah,
Amazon.
I mean, looking at it, I think you can definitely PB quite easily.
Yeah.
But still, you were about a minute off your PB, so that's a respectable race time.
You know, I'm very happy with it.
Banging.
As for you, Trotz, you should be absolutely ashamed. Terrible. Nah, I'm just kidding. Really, I mean, outside of if you had a hiccup in Misty, that was, I mean, you just barely missed a Zeppelin, and that was that. And then Boggy obviously didn't go great, but other than that, I think there was like nothing to speak of throughout the rest of the run, really.
Yeah, I messed up the Misty boosted also, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, you gave us that. That's cool, like camera angle when you failed it. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Learn the backup, by the way.
Don't
I know. I shouldn't have to learn the backup.
No, that's exactly the wrong attitude in this tournament. You need to learn your backups, and I'm being
That's true.
half serious here because yeah, I mean in that situation, yeah, man, you probably shouldn't fail the Misty boosted, but you know you will. I
Yeah,
think
like even I
it.
got it, man. I got the Misty boosted. Like,
Yeah,
what,
dude,
what are you
come on.
doing?
Crazy.
Dude.
This is the second tournament that Trotz has knocked me out of this year, by the way. So I kind of hate him, like a little bit. There's a little bit of hatred there to Trotz.
Always good to have some animosity.
Yeah, we really love some pure hatred in our community.
Good entertaining race, some amazing moments.
Yes.
I believe the next match is between Steven and G3, starting supposedly in 12 minutes. So are we just gonna try to be on time for that?
I think we always endeavour to be. So yeah, I think
That's gonna be a good one.
yeah, it's as we like to say, could be a close race. So
Are we getting a full commentator swap? Because I'm leaving.
yeah, I think we are. So without further ado, we'll see you very shortly for the next race.
Goodbye, gamers.